After learning that COVID-19 could be detected in a non-invasive eye test, remember here in studio, examining the tear film, another Israeli company has another non-invasive solution, a blow test, to replace the PCR test, and findings are extremely accurate, apparently. Joining us to discuss this are Aryeh Loor, the CEO of BOH, the company behind the technology, and Dr. Sinora Banker-Avraham, Director of Global Business Development for BOH. Thank you very much for coming into our
Thank you very much
today.
for having us.
We'll start with you, Aryeh. How does it work? We know the blow tests that are used to detect drunk driving. Do you utilize similar technology?
Basically, it's a similar technology. We're using spectroscopy in order to identify hosts of molecules, not single molecules like in alcohol test. And those also are basically signifying the health of the patient. We started with COVID-19, but actually we started before COVID-19 on other diseases. And the concept eventually will be used to diagnose other diseases such as cancer, Alzheimer's, early detection of other diseases.
How accurate is it with regards to accurately finding, or at least...
Basically, the gold standard is PCR for COVID-19, and we are correlated at around 97% to...
So pretty high.
Basically, it's the way to replace between PCRs is to reach 95%. So we're at 97%, so we can replace PCRs.
Wow. Now, I do want to ask about the market for this device, and you sort of briefly answered it because you said it could be used to detect other diseases as well. But it seems like perhaps, hopefully, and we've said it before, the world is exiting the pandemic. Do you think there would still be a need and demand for this non-invasive sort of testing system?
Look, I believe that if the world got any smarter, we will need pandemic alerts in almost every entry point airport, and this system is capable of identifying other outbreaks without identifying specifically the virus or the pathogen. So I think it will be necessary to develop our system or a similar system in order to prevent the next outbreak.
Now, Dr. Sinora, I want to ask you, you're going to do some clinical trials in India.
Yes.
Why India?
Why India and why not India, I'll say. Well, India has approximately 1.3 billion population, and most of the mortality rate in India is due to NCD crisis. And government of India has taken a lot of initiatives with the major players in the healthcare sector to improve and diagnose the early stage test for the NCDs. So our system is implementing artificial intelligence algorithm, and to implement the machine learning algorithms we require a lot of data. So we want to have clinical trials in India, in different parts of India, different states where we have a different climate, different eating habits, unhealthy lifestyles, which will give us more and more data to analyze and to give the accuracy for detecting the NCDs.
And to follow up on what Aryeh just said, I heard Bill Gates speaking at the Munich Security Conference has said another pandemic is around the corner. Would the device you have in place be able to detect all sorts of viruses? Is there a limitation to what it can detect?
It's not that it's not basically diagnosing the virus. It diagnoses the interaction between the virus and our innate immune system. So it's a combination that is specific for every pathogen or disease. NCDs, as Sinora mentioned, is non-communicable diseases such as cancer, cardiovascular diseases, and diabetes basically are the center where we started the research. We had little time before COVID-19, but COVID-19 is only one pathogen. We can identify any infection once we have the pattern and the profiles.
With regards to cancer, there's so many types of cancer. Is it limited to detecting specific types of cancer that are in the lungs or in the throat?
In the lungs, in the throat, in the oral cancer, yes. But we need to define we need to work on one by one basis on which disease we target, on diabetes first or cancer first. But of course, yes, cancer is a main target because we don't have a what we say I mean, any medicine for cancer. So early stage can definitely help the death rate globally. 47.
But it's good for any cancer, basically. Can differentiate between cancers because cancers are generating different reaction responses in the physiology.